Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be building a bed and breakfast on a farm/ranch. And I'm so excited because I've been planning this for the last few days. I like to draw up a plan sometimes, so I have been drawing up a plan, and it is going to be a U-shaped property. And I want to have room for some horses and a little bit of a vineyard, wine barrel, nectar making station as well. And yes, James recently did a U-shaped retirement home. I watched his video, it was very good. Really enjoyed it. But I didn't get the U-shape from his. I'd already drawn my picture, so I just wanted to clear up that because I feel like someone's gonna say, you copied James. So yeah. Before we get into it, let's thank our sponsor. Thanks to Gameloft for sponsoring today's video. As you guys might already know, Disney Dreamlight Valley is one of my favorite cozy games. It's a life simulation, adventure, quest, storytelling game where there's so much to do. I've got a link in the description down below if you want to check it out. And right now we're actually on my floating island where I've set up my farming. And because I was going with a Winnie the Pooh theme and farmland theme, I felt like Merlin's house over here. His house felt a little bit out of place, so I ended up creating a path to his house and adding this beautiful gazebo and some purple and blue flowers to landscape the area. And now I feel like it fits in really nicely, and he has his own area. There's a brand new update that's out now where we return to Beast Castle. Lumiere and Cogsworth from Disney's Beauty and the Beast have seen some strange things roaming the castle, and you need to work with them to get to the bottom of things. When you solve the mystery, you can then welcome this duo to the valley and of course unlock their friendship rewards. There's also the Witchful Thinking Star Path where you can get some new spellbinding furniture or some witchy spellbinding clothes. And in the premium shop, there'll be the Witchy Kitty. The Witchy Kitty can be your companion, and you can give the Dream Castle a whole new look. There's also been some updates to taking photos, so there's some free photo poses to help bring more flexibility when you take your pictures. Also, you no longer need to remove night thorns from your photos by exiting the camera. You can just get rid of them, as well as inkies. And there's also the first photo mode for the Royal Phone, where you can take a wide angle shot and show off your phone case. Right now, Disney Dreamlight Valley is on sale until October 6th on Steam, or October 8th on Nintendo, PlayStation, and Xbox Store, and October 9th on Epic. So now's a great time to download the game. You can use my QR code or click the link in the description down below. Again, thanks to Gameloft for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back into it. Now, I also wanted to let you guys know that I do have Adventure Awaits installed now, so we can use Adventure Awaits to make this a proper getaway. Woohoo! So we're on the 64x64 lot in Chestnut Ridge. I might actually keep a few of these things on the property as if we're like really building in real life, and where you might want to keep some of the old, especially things like trees, as I'm bulldozing the bushes, but I feel like we're going to cover this whole area. But maybe we'll have the old front fence as well. That could be kind of cool. Okay, so let's do a rough kind of shape of this entire build. So like I said, I want it to be a U shape. Actually, let's start with the middle part of the U. I'm just looking down at my plans. So my idea was to have a bit of a corridor space when you enter, and maybe we bring this back a couple of spaces. We also need to make sure this is all even as well, and I can already see it's not. And I wanted this wall to be in line with another wall over here, which would essentially be a bathroom space, and then a corridor would run down here, and then we'd have bedrooms coming off of this corridor. I'm just wondering if the width of 2 tiles is going to be enough. Maybe the corridor should be 3, because I also want this to play really beautifully. Like it just be really nice to play in and functional for gameplay. Because like you can do builds where you build to make it look pretty and just make it look awesome and create this idea you have in your head. But you can also build to create something that's really great for gameplay. Or you can do a little bit of both. I'm also going to bit by bit check with furniture the scale of the rooms, that they're going to be able to fit everything in them. I mean, I'll just use this bed for now, but we'll probably change it up. As long as we can actually fit beds in, I also want to make sure that we can fit bathrooms in. Because for a bed and breakfast, you're going to want the owners to probably have a bedroom, or the staff that run it, and then bedrooms available for guests. I'm not sure if I want to have a window at the front of the building. Oh, actually that's all right, because we could do a bathroom here and these could be bigger rooms. A little bit more expansive room type, maybe something like that. Okay, then over here I was going to have a kitchen area. So we'd want this to be reasonably big. Let's just take it to about this size for now. 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles. Do you guys count on your fingers still? Because I sure do. I've always done that. I've never been able to count in my head so well. Okay, and then we're essentially going to mirror what we've done over on this side. So that's, I was going to say, so that's easy, but it's when you think something's easy that it then isn't so easy. Actually, I might just copy that over. Yeah, there we go. And this seems a little strange for now, just having such an elongated room here, but ideally what we're gonna do is have half of it a bathroom, half of it a wardrobe, I'm thinking. I mean, I'm just gonna kind of figure that out as we go. Then we'll have another 2 rooms here and here, and then these are both probably bathrooms or a wardrobe if we don't need a second guest bathroom. And then this would go like that. Okay, wow, that's big. The living area is big. Now, if you feel like this looks slightly familiar, particularly as I furnish it and pick colors and whatnot, and you happen to watch house tours on YouTube, this is a little bit inspired by Yolanda Hadid's ranch house, which I think has been so beautifully done. And I loved watching the tour of it. She actually has a honey shelf where she has a collection of all these different honeys, and it's kind of ridiculous, but also kind of fun to be celebrating such a natural delight. Yeah, that's a fun tour to watch. And there's this really beautiful entrance to the house where, oh, we get to use this new pathway maybe, where it's like one long big path like this, but then there's either veggie beds, I can't quite remember, or maybe trees around it. It's just really beautifully done, and it's definitely ranch inspired. Let's just draw a few squares like that. And then it's a shame we don't actually have a path to connect to here, or this path doesn't quite meet the lot. There's always this awkward grass moment, so I'm not entirely sure how we're gonna put this all together, but for now we'll just leave it like that. I think we should move these up a few squares actually. Let's go like that because it was looking a little off. Yeah, so then that's in line with this, or we could do perhaps some hedges here. Okay, so that's our entrance. Do we want to raise this off the ground? I mean, actually we could, because if we raise it just ever so slightly off the ground, yeah, I think if we lift it off the ground a little bit, it'll just make it look slightly more interesting, slightly more realistic as well. And oh yes, we'll pop those hedges in. Are they coming through the walls? Nope, that's good. Okay, next up, I want to make sure we can fit a very nice fireplace down here. I think we should mix some light woods with dark woods, industrial doors from Businesses and Hobbies, and black, so it's more of an industrial, dark, contemporary ranch style. I think the ranch architecture is such a beautiful style. I think it's very cool. And I always love industrial aesthetics too. Like, I would very happily live in an industrial building or an industrial kind of house. It's also great because it offers a really easy way to combine the old with the new, I think. So that's really handy. I'm gonna just do a very simple roof. Actually, we could do pitched roofs all around. There, one here. I suppose it's nice to have a little bit more of an overhang too. Although I might take up this side just so we don't have this bit of roof crossing, like going into the house. Although then it looks sad because it's like one side has a bigger slope and the other side doesn't. So let me try a different idea, and that is actually to have 2 roofs. This one we hide. I mean, I think that looks better, and I think once we add a trim, that'll look quite good. So let's copy this over again. And if you want to just edit one side of the roof instead of the whole piece, you just hold down Shift. And that's how you can just edit one side. Now we're gonna go a black tin roof or steel roof. Check in some different lighting. Maybe that's too harsh. We can go a slight more gray color. Oh, we also have this new roof. Oh, I do love that. But it's not as chic. I mean, I always find myself coming back to the eco lifestyle roofs. I just really like them. We'll put some trim on as well. Just make sure we get even the little hidden bits. Oh, actually the hidden bits could go without trim. That actually looks pretty neat. And then over this side, we will have some kind of deck, which we get to use decking on. Because we now have decking in the game. My favorite part of the new pack is probably the fact that we get slim cabin flooring, aka the decking flooring. How exciting is that? Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Also, I haven't figured out what we're doing for windows over here, but for the roofing over this side, I think we'd just do a really simple angled roof over here. We would do something like this. And this roof style is definitely inspired by Yolanda's house. One of my favorite things is to look at celebrity homes. Oh, that's not even true. Any kind of incredible home where there's obviously been no concern for budget and they could just do whatever they want. That is what I love looking at because it's just the sky's the limit. I'm just a little bit unsure about how big this area will be, but we'll get the basics down and we can always adjust it as we go. But that's the general gist of it. In terms of an exterior wall, we want to have some warmth in it to tie in this lighter wood. And I feel like sometimes, it's funny, sometimes the evening lighting is the best to get a sense of the real colors in the build. But this is actually quite nice. It's different to the house I'm inspired by, but I think it's still really good. Or we'll also try out another option as well. I'm just trying to find what foundation I used. Because the other options we could do the ranch masonry, like this kind of a style. I mean, I like both. I might go with the horse ranch just because it's more traditional ranch style. Let's just go for that one. I actually don't mind the other kind up here though. Honestly, I could probably do a mix if we really wanted to. I don't know, I really like the upper bit being different. Or maybe the wood paneling. Yeah, that looks nice. I feel like olive trees would be really nice here. Not sure how many olive trees are in or on American ranches, but as someone from Australia, I think it would look really nice. I don't think we have olive trees in the game though. That's kind of pretty. This is from Businesses and Hobbies. I like the fairy lights on these. They're just struggling a little bit to fit in, so we can use the bracket key to size them down. And if we get them to face different ways, they'll look like their own trees instead of trees that were placed down twice. And then one of my other favorite trees to use is just the American beech tree because it's such a good little size. Although that's also struggling a little bit to fit in. Now I feel like these trees look weird. Let's do all the same tree. We'll size them all down and we'll rotate them all in slightly different directions. So again, they look a little bit more realistic. And do you think we need to have steps here? Probably, otherwise it looks a bit random. We can use our new steps that come with Adventure Awaits. Can just pop it here and have some lovely hedges on either side, and then we'll blend in our dirt path that way with some more landscaping as well. And I love making the grass really lush and green, as if there's irrigation systems all through here to keep this looking its absolute best. But then I do a little bit brown at the base of the tree as well. Okay, so we've got our general look and feel of the house. There is also a fireplace down this end. So the idea is you could come stay here for a honeymoon, for a getaway. I mean, maybe one of the rooms we could make appropriate for kids and have a couple of single beds, or for friends to stay in. And the idea is you would be served breakfast from the kitchen, you dine with the other guests, or you can like go outside on the deck or whatever, but it's a bed and breakfast where you go to be cooked breakfast and your meals, and then you get to go out and adventure into the farm during the day. I'm just building up the chimney section here. How high do we want this to be? We probably need a half wall to frame whatever chimney we end up placing. Probably the one from Horse Ranch, I'm thinking. There we go. Beautiful. So I have a beautiful match the rest of the building. We're going with black for our main trim color, so that makes it really simple as well. Actually, I think I made the chimney a little bit too tall. I'm going to place it on the lowest level and lift it up using the 9 key so I can adjust this to almost the exact height that I want it. Actually, it's kind of cool that the shading looks black. Oh, you know what? Let's just use this modern chimney from Businesses and Hobbies. Now I'm looking back at this fireplace. I'm not sure that it's suiting our feature wall here. I think we'll go with this fireplace because this is the fireplace that goes with the wall and matches that really nicely. It does come in a couple of similar colors, like the dark or the light wood. I actually like the dark wood and the light wood kind of combined, so we can do a bit of both. And then couch-wise, I was thinking of like one of these. Like, I don't mind this more ranch style. This one's also nice. I mean, they're all gonna work quite well. Maybe this one combined with the ranch one. This is from the Refined Living Room Kit. What's handy with this one is that we have every size of chair, so it's very versatile, and we even have an accent chair, so that is super handy. I think going with earthy colors is good, but yeah, we could do something like this, like one couch like that, and then a couple of modern ones. It depends on what the rest of the house is gonna look like and how chic we wanna make it. But just right now, I'm gonna, for the purpose of figuring out how much space we have, I'm just gonna go with these. I'd probably put the bigger couch on this side, smaller couch on this side. Actually, how big would a square coffee table be? About that size. Oh, I actually really love this new coffee table we got from Adventure Awaits. And with the move objects on, if this was in black, I wonder if it'll be noticeable if it's overlapping. Oh, it is. Well, we could use the bracket key to kind of create our own pattern of tables that overlap each other, which could be interesting. You know, like we could create our own little thing here. Get a little bit creative. Could even put a plant in the middle, you know, contemporary vibes. I like this. Then we have like every color available too in terms of timber colors. So love that. Whether we want to go black or dark brown, that would fit in pretty nicely there, pretty comfortably. You got to imagine different families staying here. You want to make sure you've got enough room for everyone to fit in. Ooh, we also have these beautiful rugs, although I feel like it doesn't quite suit the vibe. What actually came with Horse Ranch rug-wise? Oh, we got pretty rugs, I think. Oh yeah, we've got some different colors. Very bright though. Do we want to go that bright? I love this rug, but I wish it was just a little more muted. Like still vibrant, but muted. Kind of like this, but with the red. And then that's too light. Horse Ranch, you don't have the rug that I need. Maybe we could use these rugs. Like I want red muted colors. You know what? Let me filter by the color red. Why do I feel like I'm gonna get lost spending so much time just picking out rugs? I actually think a few of these could work. I actually don't mind these types for the hallways potentially. Oh, and we've also got to think about a dining table rug as well. Interestingly, I don't think Yolanda has rugs in her house. Oh, she has actual hide rugs. Oh, I just realized I made a mistake. This wall, I actually wanted both sides of the wall to be in line with this one. But I actually don't mind it. Now I'm seeing it in game. So that's okay. We could do a little bit of an overlapping of rugs for the dining area. Now we did actually get a matching dining table to these beautiful coffee tables in Adventure Awaits. Here it is. And I thought this was very nice. Love the color of the first swatch as well. But I also like that some of the swatches have contrasting colors, but this particular color doesn't. In terms of dining chairs, I know we're a little bit all over the shop right now with picking chairs and lighting and flooring and furniture, and we're kind of going back and forth. Oh, I do like the idea of mixing both kinds of chairs. Also, just so you guys know, I found this in the Very Veggie Challenge. That is such a beautiful green colored chair. Actually, there's some really phenomenal colors. This dining area is actually so much bigger than I thought it would be. I feel like we should have made this area more narrow, but going back and changing it now is gonna be really annoying. So I really should have checked that before. One thing that could be interesting is introducing spandrels into our interior of the house. This isn't in the original build that I'm inspired by, well, from what I can remember, but it could look good in our Sims build, you know what I mean? And help utilize this space, or at least break up the spaces a bit more. I think also for the roof, we'll go with like that kind of a thing. Yeah, that looks pretty sick. So do we want to match these to our windows? The lighter wood with the darker wood? Or to the roof line? Let's just see what they look like in the other color. I actually think I like the mix of woods. We're also going to use some black wood for feature walls too, or maybe the slightly more textured version. And then also in the original build, I think they have crisp white walls. And more glamorous contemporary furniture, I think I'm leaning into the more rustic more than the original house. And do we want to do the crisp white walls, or in The Sims, do we want to go with a slightly creamy off-white earthy color? Because I think that's really nice. It kind of depends with what vibe we're going for. Or this solid concrete from Jungle Adventure, or the cottage living white bricks. Life and Death sandy color, that's quite nice. Oh, we have many options, don't we? I think I like this sandy color from Life and Death. But if you download this and you don't have Life and Death, there's definitely other similar sandy colors. Also in base game. Let's just slap this down as like a base color in a lot of rooms. Bam, bam, bam. So a lovely gray hue and a lovely black hue. We could maybe use it in the bathrooms. Thinking we'll do the bathrooms in the gold hardware, gold taps, but ultra modern black tiles. Now, are we sure about this roof? Or do we want to go with the cottage living, something slightly warmer? Or do we want to go with the black wood, cold woods? I really love this horse ranch working hardwood. It looks so good. So maybe we'll go with that. And we're gonna put this all through the house. I don't know where they found all of this reclaimed wood, but they somehow did, and it looks amazing. I'm gonna put a lot more dark colors in the build than what I personally would like to live with if this were my house, but I know some of you guys would love it. And now I'm looking at this fireplace more and I'm thinking, I don't know if I like this. Oh, that one's so cute. Like, do we want to use the Adventure Awaits one? I'm going back to the first fireplace I had here. That is nice. Or do I just want to use it because it's new? I think that's why. Oh, I love this. I mean, this is a cool fireplace. It's just not your traditional ranch style. I think either this one or this one. The thing is, if we use this one, we can put a big TV here, which is handy because Sims do like to have a nice big TV. Or is this the kind of place you go to get away from technology and TV? Maybe it is. I think for lighting, we'll go with these kind of industrial looking mid-century lights from Growing Together. Because in the black swatch, they do look industrial paired with these doors, and they'll look good going down the hallways. This plant can go in the middle of our coffee table. There's a bit of greenery there. We'll come back to this lounge room shortly. I was thinking it'd be cool to have these like wooden artworks with shutters from Horse Ranch. I've done this before with paintings and I just think it looks kind of cool. I think I like the horse actually. And do I want them at the same height or do we want to do them at slightly different asymmetrical heights? Maybe asymmetrical. It's a shame we don't have a picture of the horse with a darker frame because I feel like the shutters go around it really nicely or tie into it really nicely. It's digging into the fireplace a touch. What happens if this painting was a little smaller? And this can become a wall of decorations. Like that kind of a thing where it's a blend of different pictures and ranch inspired stuff. Ooh, we've got this wheel as well. The wheel's kind of pretty. Maybe I prefer that over here. Although the shading's a little strange on this. Now I feel like it looks kind of messy. I'm gonna put those other things around the place just so I don't forget them. My next idea is to do a trio of pictures, but size them down so they fit better. Okay, I think this is better and I'm just bringing these out slightly so we can see the hinges because I think that looks a lot better. There, just a little more symmetrical and simplified. Now I feel like they're too close together. Gosh dang it, Deli, your perfectionism. And I've also put these lights here from Adventure Awaits because they're just a really cool industrial light as well. They come in some really great colors. And yet here we are just going matte black. They come in great colors, but we're not gonna use any of them. Oh, here's my olive trees. Yes, there we go. And I just went with the modern chairs in the end because I felt like we were going too far to the rustic and I wanna be like in between both. So a little bit of both. So I've added the cow print here. Maybe that should go under the paintings. Yeah, okay, that's enough. And then behind the couches here, I actually do really like these couches that we ended up with last. But we definitely need to have something behind the couch, like the trestle table, I'm thinking. I mean, honestly, you could put a rustic dining table behind the couch too, because it's just such a big space. May as well have another dining table. But I think the trestle table, this accent table, is better. And this is super random, but I just feel like this is cool. cool. So we're just gonna have this chilling under there. A couple of nice big lamps on this table. Or candelabras actually, could be quite nice. You know, I did actually see in the house quite a few crystal mummy pieces. So a crystal salt lamp kind of makes sense, I think. Seeing as though it is inspired by the original. Or we could do these beautiful pieces. The Galloping Gulch basket. I like the idea of having this accent rocking chair. Or we could have two of them on this side. Or the other chair that I think could actually work in this area really nicely is... Oh, I was thinking maybe that one, but I've changed my mind. I have another one. This one from the Desert Luxe kit. What if we put the olive trees in this wicker hamper? Like, I don't know if this is what they were made for, because I think they're from the same pack, but that looks pretty good. We're definitely gonna need some bookshelves in here because I feel like reading is something you might want to do on the ranch. So I'll make sure to put some books around the place. Sit down with a good book, a cup of tea, listen to nature and the animals. Oh, I want to go here. So I'll put a couple of clutter items down here. Maybe not cooking. You know, someone might be midway through this book that's on the coffee table. Yeah, just to make it look a little bit more lived in. Okay, I think it's starting to come together really beautifully now because it's kind of fancy. Like, you could honeymoon here. It's fancy. Like, you could do fancy honeymoon here, but it's also rustic. Now, in terms of the kitchen, let's just save because we don't want to lose our entire build. That would be an absolute disaster. Let's do a very clean, modern, gorgeous kitchen. That's just gonna look phenomenal. I think the rustic will look a bit not kind of fancy enough. I'm thinking we either go the brown or the all black. I personally prefer the brown, but I think we're going to achieve the look we want better with the black. And it's gonna be a very large kitchen, this one. It's gonna be big. We're gonna do a double fridge because rich people seem to have double fridges. They seem to have absolutely enormous fridges, like basically industrial fridges. And we'll also have a big bench where, you know, if this was real life, you could put all the food out here, essentially like a chef bench. Did we want to use the same lights? I think we could. I might do two of them over here. And then we want to have shelves or cabinets. I don't really know what I'm doing over here with the windows. I really should just take this all the way to the edge. Or actually, we could put our fridges over here. That way we can have a nicer overhang there. Or we could do our double height cabinet like that over this end too. That's another option. Just go like that. And for windows, we'll just get the shorter version of this from Horse Ranch. We're obviously using a lot of Horse Ranch for this build. Oh yeah, so we can have really beautiful big windows here, letting in tons of natural light. We might even want to box out the entire kitchen and do another spandrel set over here. Still a little bit unsure about this color of spandrel. Actually, I like it whenever I go into this view because it matches the ceiling and that ties it in. But prior to that, I'm always a bit unsure. Oh wow, this kitchen is so pretty. I love it. We could do rustic cupboards, mix the two. The question is it going to be sleek enough? I'm not sure. We have so much storage in this place. You'd need to get up on a ladder to get to it, but it's up there. You know, I don't mind that, but then if I put these here, do I just prefer these? No, I don't. Or do we merge the two? I think they look good on their own. We'll go with it. We'll put those there. We could even put shelves up here too. We could potentially try a more rustic range hood. That I would not call rustic though. Like this kind of thing. Rid of these. And either do a champagne gold or the brownie color or the honey gold. I'm not really sure which one I like the best out of these. I'm not really familiar with range hoods in this style, to be honest. Or there's this very easy, safe option of industrial modern range hoods that could go here too in the brown. Oh, that actually looks really good in the brown or the gold. But you know what? Let's go with the other option. I'm really not used to this. This is out of my comfort zone. So we'll go with these. And then this is where we'll put our lovely oven. We're going to do a double oven because I don't know, people have massive ovens as well in their mansions or in their fancy ranch houses, but also, I'll just go these tiles here. I feel like I want these tiles horizontal though. How about we try this ranch stuff in the darker color that matches the fireplace. The other thing I was going to say is having two stovetops is actually handy on a getaway in case one of them breaks. Then your Sims have another one to cook on. And the other thing is Sims, for some reason, love cooking on every single getaway. Like every Sim gets involved. At least when I was playing the early access version, they might have changed it a bit. I'll put a bin here. Oh my, we also need some bigger bins outside too. I'm going to put them a little bit hidden here at the back of the house. No one will ever know they're there. Okay, and then of course we need a sink, we need a dishwasher. This sink looks industrial farm style. Can put a couple of those in and they kind of match these range hoods. What else? We've got the fire smoke alarm. Above the cabinets, I guess just appliances. This blender or smoothie maker is really handy for getaways. Love that. Dishwasher, we'll just use, maybe we'll use the base game one. Oh no, that's not as nice. Let's use this one from Life and Death because it's got the gold trim on it. Oh no, but then it stands out too much. We need one that really does just blend in with the counters, but these ones don't really, that came with Home Chef Hustle. Like they stick out like a sore thumb, really. Just go that one. Ooh, the toast tea kettle. Love that. Let's do a coffee maker. I feel like if you're going away on a holiday, you probably want some good coffee. At least I know I do. So I'm gonna pop a coffee maker in here. We're gonna put it next to the fridge. Okay, so there's a couple of appliances to use. You can always add more if you want. And the only thing with putting stools here is that Sims are gonna wanna sit on the stools. But I suppose that's okay. These have black and gold. Oh, it's the wrong tone of gold. No. Oh, that's pretty good. That's industrial looking. And then we do have a big bit of space here. I mean, do we want something there? Do you just walk straight through down the hallway? I feel like that door's sitting in the wrong spot. What if we did a cheeky dance floor here? You know, you can have a little cheeky dance party. It could be fun. A little hoedown floor. I don't love the design of that though. What is this? Checkerboard tiles. Sims anniversary. Oh, that one's crazy. The minimalist dance floor. This one's invisible. Technically, you can see it a little bit. But yeah, that's kind of fun. And then we just needed a bit of music. You know what? I changed my mind because that one looks like masking tape. I'm gonna go with this very special dance floor. We'll have this lovely little record player here. Or this one might suit the vibe of the place a bit better. I'm gonna have a hoedown. It actually looks really nice. I like this place. I really like how this is turning out. Okay, so bedrooms and bathrooms. Let's figure out the look and feel of just a regular schmegular bathroom in here. So I'm thinking we go minimalist, modern, all black. I've put the windows up a little higher so the idea is you wouldn't be able to see in as easily. I'm thinking sleek bathroom because we love sleek bathroom, cannot go wrong. And then maybe we can add a hint of wood if we want to. So we'd have the toilet, the toilet paper, a shower. Maybe we do the gold shower head. Or you could do something like this so the shower's a bit like bigger, a bit more luxurious. And then I really love the idea of being able to fit in this towel rack. So maybe we could place that in front of here. I guess I just want it to look a little bit different to the usual. I mean, technically this could be a double shower head. You know, if you want to be a bit romantic and have a double shower. Or we could fit in the shower and the bathtub. And have your fancy soap up there as well. Yeah, super monotone. Maybe we change the lamps in here to the gold color. But we have a hint of wood as well, maybe on two of the walls. Yeah, that's cool. I like it with the wood, and then we'll use a spa day mirror because I love the glow behind the spa day mirrors. Yeah, I love that glow. Yeah, very minimal but slightly rustic bathroom, which I think looks great. And then in terms of the bedrooms, did we want to go, I mean, because the roof is going to be wood, we'd probably love to do like a wood feature wall as well. So maybe we should have tiled floors in these bedrooms still with a rug. And then in terms of beds, I mean, did we want to do like a 4-poster contemporary bed? That could be nice. I don't think the ranch beds are great for what we're building. I think they just seem a little bit too traditional for this particular build. I mean, we could go with that, but I don't think it's quite right. I could go with this. I think I'm looking for something that seems a bit more luxurious, I think. Like this is very chic, or we could do this type of a thing. I mean, that kind of looks a little bit ranchy because you could imagine this being a leather top to the frame. But I do love how chic that one is. Or 4-poster beds are always fun because that would look fabulous too. I think we'll go with this one. So this, in case anyone is wondering, this is from the Modern Luxe kit, which is actually where the dining chairs are from as well. And I think instead of using the other items in the kit, we're going to blend this with some more mixed items. We could do wooden block side tables, golden side tables. Let's just get a few out and see which we like most. Okay, looking at this, I think the gold's really nice. That's cool. It glams it up a bit, but it's also a little bit industrial. That's cool as well. Or we can like match the walls with this one. I think I like the glam. Oh my gosh, I deleted everything. If I can't choose, we won't have anything at all. Oh, the black actually looks really nice too, but I feel like you guys would pick the gold if you were telling me what you wanted. That's my guess. And in each room, we might want to mix up the colors a bit. Oh, that's cool. I actually used these in my last build. I quite like that rug. And then I was thinking one of these lamps, and I actually like the taller one, which came from Cats and Dogs. The one that came with Ranch has, I think it has a big star on it. Oh, and it's a lot smaller. Oh, okay. Which one? This one has some versions with a star on it. Like there's a very gold one. I mean, it's a bit of fun on a ranch bed and breakfast. We could size down the other one if the other one's a bit much. I like them both. This is when I wish I was live to ask you guys which one. I'm gonna go with the ranch star because yeah, I think it's a bit of fun. And this room maybe we'll go with a little bit of blue in here because there's blue in this, in this picture. And then does that mean we want a blue rug? No. We'll keep with the black. Or we could go a neutral rug actually in every room so they all match, like that kind of a thing. Or super neutral. Oh, that's nice. No, not that one. The one that I'm thinking of is from Laundry Day, which I love to use all the time. Actually, I should have put this in my favorite items short because the amount of times I use it. It's just a good jute rug. Yeah, that's nice. Or we have Fairy rug in black. I don't like that as much. Or my other absolute fave, this Snowy Escape fluffy rug, which now it's kind of hard to see it with the other rug underneath, which also actually has the blue color, which is nice to tie into the walls. But yeah, which one? I like this one. I know it's really plain and simple, but I like that. And then Desert Luxe curtains to keep this contemporary, and because they're not gonna, I don't think they're gonna get too upset at the windows they're with. I mean, we'll check. And if you ever want to find the middle piece, someone helped me and said, Deli, it's at the very bottom of the curtain category, so thank you. Let's have a look at what this looks like on the interior. Yeah, that actually works out fine, although I don't like the blue color, so I'm gonna change them to probably the sand or the brown sand. I think just the warm neutral will tie into the rug nicely. Kind of looks like it ties into the rug too much. Yeah, maybe we go with that. Okay, I think we can add a few more bells and whistles to the rooms. Like this is, this area is very empty, isn't it? We need to add a wardrobe at least. Could we do a bit of a Western theme? Oh, sorry, ranch theme with this. See, once we figure out what we're doing in one of the rooms, then it's easy to do all the other rooms. Just figuring out the look for the first one, because all the rooms we want to kind of match, other than a few colors changing. I actually really love this wardrobe from Businesses and Hobbies for getaways, just because I feel like it looks like what you'd see in a hotel. Like it's tall enough for you to hang up your clothes in, and it might have shelves as well. So I really like that one. And it also matches our walls. So maybe we go with that, with a mirror and then a comfy chair to make it look somewhat more cozy, or like one of these chairs. Well, let's have a bit of a cow print moment in here. A little cheeky cow print. Oh, actually, I think there's a version of this wood in a dark blue. Yeah, you can get the blue painted weatherboards or planking. So you could also go with that kind of a style instead of the flat. I think I prefer the flat blue. Ooh, or we could do stone in here as well. That's quite nice. Okay, lovely room. Okay, first room done and first bathroom done. So that's the overall look and feel. And then, I don't know, I'll put something in the hallways, figure that out somehow. And then the other thing I was thinking is that we need a barn for horses. Because if you want to go to a ranch getaway, you probably want to have horses. Or maybe Sims bring their horses with them. I'm not entirely sure how it works. But on this particular lot, we do have equestrian things right next to it. So that's really easy to ride around. There's also prairie grass here. So maybe we should build a bit of a barn structure. I was going to keep a few of the trees and things that were here, but we might need to start deleting a few of them. Okay, let's build a little barn structure over here because we should also have a winemaking area where you can, you know, make some wine. I guess the classic barn shape is like this. And then it has wings on either side. I think it can, yeah, we can do it like that and it can be red if we want. Real classic red barn. Yeehaw. I bet that was really cringe. We could do classic red with white trims. Maybe it's got some old roofing still. And then we get the big barn door. Or this one. Wait, is there another version? Oh yeah. Here we go. Now we're talking. Do we have any red options here? Oh yeah, there we go. This is so good. Love it. Okay, I'm actually, I know the trim on a barn classically, like an American barn would be white, I think, but I just feel like in The Sims it looks not great. So I'm gonna go a darker color, just yes. Now I was thinking we would somehow fit horses in here. Ooh. But we don't have as much room as I was hoping. Might need to make the size of my barn a little bigger. Because what do they need? They need water. Yeah, they need a water trough and an animal feeder. Okay, I need to make my barn a bit longer. Okay, I think the horses can like live in here. I think that's okay. We can have their little windows here. Is it red inside the barn too? Because I feel bad for the horses if they have to look at a red barn as well. Although I don't know if horses see color, so maybe they don't mind. In any case, I'm gonna make it all wood. And then what do we want to do up here? I guess we can use some of this as storage. So let's maybe cut this out. Put some more fencing up here. This can be red in this part. Pop a ladder up here. My favorite one is from Eco Lifestyle. Actually, it's kind of random having it right there. Let's at least put it to one side. And in here, we're gonna have a bit of a wine area where you can learn to make wine and see the animals, see the horses. I honestly would love to go to this ranch. I'm gonna put a couple of longer lights here as well. Actually, these seem a bit low. I know you probably wouldn't have down lights in a barn, but just for the purpose of being able to see up here, I just needed a couple. Promo. Oh, great. Now I can't see again. Okay, we need to keep a couple. Oh my gosh, my game just crashed. Luckily, I didn't save too long ago, but it did just crash. Okay, it's okay. I have had a few issues with my game crashing and I realized it was because of me putting a ladder in my build. So caution with ladders and make sure to save your game. But I have finished off our barn here. I put a little wine tasting area down here. And then we've got our wine making room just to the side, which is great. And then upstairs, I love this new fencing from Adventure Awaits. So we have that here and some more wine barrels and whatnot. Working on the bedrooms, I think we should definitely do a couple of rooms with twin beds in them. Just because with getaways, it's like couples don't necessarily come to the getaway. So there's often single Sims or you might want to bring kids to the getaway. So that's why I thought it would be good to do, you know, some twin rooms. I wish some of these had the flowers. Sorry, I've got the hiccups. I also had some flowers on the other side of them, but that's all right. We can maybe pop that in the middle. Or why don't we put the beds this way? Can we just move the door to the side a bit? Done a bit of furnishing in the hallways too. It's a bit cluttered over there. Why don't we go like this? We'll put a table in the middle. Oh no, we'll put tables on the side, our little star lanterns. I've actually really grown to love these little star lanterns. It's kind of like a little iconic part of our build. Get some flowers here. A chair in the middle works. And then over here we can have a wardrobe and pop in the mirror that goes with the other stuff. I was going to put a kids activity in here, but I don't think I will, just so it can look like an adult's room as well. I don't want to make it look too kiddie. But maybe this room gets a bonus shelf. Oh, maybe the shelf should go over this side. Oh no, but then that ruins our wheel moment. Okay, well, there's a bonus shelf in here, and then we need some clutter to put on this shelf. The refined living room kit has really good shelf items, like just cool stuff like this abacus. Abacus? I think that's what it's called. Get that bowl. Nice. Okay, so that's just a nice twin room. You know what? I think it needs a little plant over this side as well, because this table is looking a little bit bare. Okay, simple but nice. And I've been doing the bathrooms as well, so those are done. Is there a red version of this? Oh, it's a bit too bright to go with the actual beds. Maybe we'll do the yellow for fun. And then we can do another twin room in here. Get some daisies because there's yellow cushions, and this can be the yellow room. Yay, yellow room, fun. We'll just do one yellow wall. Oh, and this room can actually fit in 2 chairs, which is good. I mean, it's especially good for a twin room to have a chair for each sim. Do we want to do this yellow thing again? I feel like this wall is too bright. It's so bright. Maybe we do like a lighter yellow over here. There we go, that's better. Otherwise it's slightly too overwhelming. And then we'll create the illusion of something sitting on top of this, even though it's technically not a table. So holding down Control and the 9 key. Sometimes you can just press 9. It depends if you've set your tab camera up or not. Okay, nice. Okay, so that's all the bedroom's done. I've been doing some landscaping as well. So I'm using a lot of rocks, orange flowers, basically what was already in the world. And also I love this stuff, which is actually from Island Living. So it's really not well suited probably technically to the ranch, but I find it really versatile. At least in my mind, I use it a lot, as well as these base game daisies are really good. And don't forget to use the bracket keys to like size it up and down to get different sizes of plants. And definitely don't forget to utilize some of your terrain paint, which gives it a really nice realistic look. And also the horse ranch terrain paints have a really lovely warm kind of clay look, which I think goes together really nicely with these rocks too from the same pack. I've put a swing set in, and I think this tall grass from horse ranch actually looks really good as well for landscaping. I should use this grass more. Reminds me of Australian summers in the yellow, because this was the color of our grass at the end of last February. It's so dry where we are. All right, give that a little bit more of a terrain paint too. There's also a glitch that's been deleting a lot of terrain paint. It's really annoying. I mean, it's not a new glitch, it's been around for years, but I really wish they'd fix it because I'm always worried that I'm gonna lose all of my paint. I've put a little cow, well actually it's quite a big cow house over here, and I'm gonna put the chickens just in this section. I wish we could do a matching red barn house for chickens, but it's not quite red enough to match our barn. You can do the blue, but that's like a nice little spot there. We definitely need a hot tub, and I'm just very excited to have an in-ground hot tub, so we're definitely gonna use that out here. I've also grabbed a couple of other things to put out here on our deck too, because I feel like while staying here, they might cook up a barbecue on this Trail Boss barbecue station. Get some barrels around the place too. And I've also put in a pool because I felt like, you know, we needed one, and we're using the decking too. I'm kind of thinking maybe we should just use the same stones we have over here. It just looked a little out of place with the decking. As much as I love the decking, you know, I can't force it to happen. If it doesn't suit the build, we shouldn't use it. We can put a light out here. There we go. Oh, maybe we won't do the stars on this one. Like that. And I thought I could use this tree somewhere, but maybe it's just a bit random. Maybe not today. Again, if it doesn't make sense, don't force it. And I'm sorry this end part has traveled a little bit more quickly. Yeah, the game crashing kind of confused me a bit, but hopefully the video is still flowing okay for you guys. I'll put some hydrangeas out there. That's pretty. Just thinking, do I want anything else out here? I mean, there's so many things we could add, but I don't want to load it up with too many activities because there's only so many things we can set the Sims to do. Although they also do things on their own as well. I mean, my favorite thing is just having a yoga mat, to be honest. I love seeing the Sims do some yoga. Or the telescope over here. And maybe look over the pool area. Or what if we put it at the window up here? Is there enough room? There might be, but that's cool because then you can look, oh my, you can look through the window at the night sky. Got a picnic rug. Oh, what about a massage table? You can have a massage out here. No, that's kind of random too. What about a chess table? I put a nice little chess table just here next to these barrels as just an extra activity. Oh my gosh, I think I finished the build. Yay! Okay. So a lot of the rooms I did pretty much like our first room, and all the bathrooms are quite similar. But let's have a look at our build. So this is our, I guess, farm, ranch, B&B getaway bed and breakfast. I think it looks pretty cool. And I love the fact we have a traditional barn on the property too. And yeah, very inspired by Yolanda's house, which I thought was really pretty, but also very different at the same time. So we kept the original arch but repainted it. Let's go through. I love this entrance. So we could have done garden boxes out here, but I'm keeping it with the trees. But you definitely could add garden boxes, especially if you're turning this into a residential home. And I love that there's also doors going to the rooms you can stay in. Well, at least for these end rooms. Oh, that's a pink one. But you can also go through to the hallway as well. So anyway, let's walk inside. This is the entrance, pretty simple, but it's just got some bookshelves here. I love that big painting. I love the colors in it. And how about we go this way towards the lounge room? Okay, so over here is our awesome sitting area. I love how this turned out. I love this place. I could definitely use this as a residential or a getaway, I think. Some beautiful black sheer curtains in our living area. Fireplace, no TV, just enjoy the fire. And when you go this way, this is our group dining table with the cool like wooden paintings with shutter doors. An extra fireplace, or maybe it's just for looks, for storing logs perhaps. Love these hanging lamps from Adventure Awaits. This is, yeah, very cool. Dance floor. I'm quite glad we added that. We've got a nice music station there, or record player. I love mixing wood tones. That's been something that I've avoided in the past, but I've started to do more of, having the confidence to mix light woods, dark woods. We have our kitchen where hopefully the Sims will cook breakfast for the guests. But yeah, lovely big kitchen. They can help themselves to the drink tray as well. Beautiful views outside to the farm. Oh, that's so cool. What a dream. And that's looking all the way down. So if this was in real life, this could be a very noisy house. But luckily it's in The Sims. Let's go down this hallway. We've got some bookshelves to help yourself to, and we'll go into this room. So this room I actually imagined might be the owner's room. So you can have Sims live at a venue and run it as a getaway, or you can just kind of go to the getaway and not have it owned by anyone. But yeah, this is a room with red walls. I thought it was nice to have one 4-poster bed. They've got their wardrobe here, and then their bathroom is a little bit bigger. That's why I thought it might be the owner's house, because there's this lovely big mirror, vanity shelf, shower over here, toilet, and then there's also another wet area where there's a bathtub, which is very nice. And that's also the bedroom closest to the kitchen, kind of. I was also thinking that, oh, that's easier for them to make breakfast. Next room. So this was the first room we did, I think. So this is just like our plain room. Very nice neutral colors, very simple. Bit of blue in here as well. And this bathroom is basically the bathroom in every other room. A couple of them have slightly different bathrooms. But yeah, so I might not show every bathroom. And then the room at the end of the hallway is a bit different. This is a lovely pink room, so you can get the pink room if you want. Very different to the others. And this room's a bit special because it has a desk. I didn't add a computer because we were thinking about maybe going technology free in this place, but I thought that was quite pretty. The curtains could be blush too if you want more pink. Again, bathroom's the same. Let's scoot across the patio. Oh, we just did this room. This is our twin room room with the yellow wall. The sunflowers on that wheel look really pretty and tie in so nicely with the cushions. And I love these cowhide chairs, faux cowhide. And then the next room, kind of similar to the first room we did, except this one has a green wall, the other one has a blue wall. I guess I wanted to change them up a bit. The green's quite nice, and I tried to tie it in with that little, I think that urn things, maybe from Batu, potentially. And then moving down the hallway again, this is our other twin room, which came out quite well. And then they get a shelf, bonus shelf in this room. And then if you're wondering where is the main bathroom, that's right here. So you can be in the lounge room or the kitchen, and you don't have to go back to your room. You can just use this powder room that is in here. The toilet's on the other side. So let's go check out the barn next. Well, we also have our lovely patio area where you can play chess, you can hop in the hot tub, you can have a barbecue. There's also a simple arch pool you can lounge in, surrounded by a beautiful green hedge and a diving board, because we have them now. And then this is our beautiful barn. I love the barn. I also put in a little campfire area. Why is there random utensils on the floor? I'll clean those up. But yeah, this is where you can learn to make wine, and you can also ride horses. Originally, it was going to have a ladder, but the ladder kept crashing my game, so we've got a staircase instead. Let me know in the comments down below if you have the same issue. We have a bar in here as well. The horses can be in this area, so a couple of horses can be in here with food and water. There's prairie grass around the property. There's also a back entrance, so you can go straight out into the other areas, or you can go the other way as well. And I really love the setup of this barn. This was on my original sketch, and that's why I find sketching really helpful, because you already know what you want to do. And this is where you can store your wine, make the wine, learn all about it. There's 3 stations. And then if we go upstairs, there's a telescope up here, and this is just basically storage as well. More just to make it look cool, I guess. In terms of other parts of the property, I've got a decorative horse float. We've got the cow area in here, the chicken coop that's just to the side so you can have fresh eggs. Around here is some bins. We've got swings. And yeah, that's about it. Around this side is picnic rug, a pee bush in case you want to go outside, I guess. But yeah, that's it. And now I guess to finish up, we'll just create the roles and name it. Let's call it Ranch B&B. I know, I think Juju Magumbo said there's a name for these places, and it's such a weird name. Actually, I'll call it Sunnyside Bed and Breakfast B&B. So not small business. We want to do a custom venue. Go away, Emily. Oh, also we should add a couple of things here. Yeah, let's make it sunny and maybe a bit romantic too. What's the challenge? Oh, wild prairie grass. That's all right. We've got everything we need for our custom venue. We just need to create our schedule. Cozy bed and breakfast. We can use the template. So have breakfast, 6 guests, a host, and 2 staff. I think we have enough for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we have enough for 8 guests. So this is all just breakfast, free time, dinner, free time, sleep. So maybe with free time, we'll add care for livestock. The staff should probably also care for livestock as well, or care for animals. Care for ranch animals, yes. We can also get the guests to care for the livestock too. Oh, your horse can be a guest here, okay. I'm looking for an option to actually go horse riding. Ooh, drink ranch nectar, sure. I also want them to make ranch nectar. I mean, maybe caring for horses is also riding them, because I don't actually see an option for horse riding, so I think it must come under that, and I've gone through all of it. It might take a little bit of experimenting, but I'll add care for animals in here as well. So it's like animal time, basically for the whole day, then dinner time, and then free time, I guess, is drinking and hanging out and eating and dancing and all of that. That seems pretty good to me. Oh, we should add the hot tub. They probably hop in the hot tub anyway, but I'll add it just in case. Awesome. Well, I'll upload this to the gallery, you guys. I've just got to get rid of this. Or I could add it to our outdoor table. That sounds good. I hope you enjoyed this build. Thank you so much to my amazing members for all of your support. I really appreciate you guys. If you want a bonus video every week and access to a library of over 100 behind the scenes videos, you can join by clicking the link in the description down below. And it's a huge support for the channel, so I appreciate you guys. But most of all, thanks everyone for watching. And I also want to let you know I have a vlog channel called Deli Diary. So if you like watching vlogs, I've been uploading over there again. It's just like day in the life vlogs. So we just hang out and chill and I show you guys stuff that happens away from The Sims. So feel free to check that out. And also thank you so much to Disney for sponsoring today's video. Make sure to check it out in the comments down below if you haven't already. It's a really great game. I hope you guys are having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. And I can't wait to speak to you all soon. Dag dag!